Poor Fish by Jane Godwin and illustrated by David McIntosh. Chapter 3. The Boss of the Umpires. When we got to Auskick, we were late. Most kids were there already. "Why are you late?" they asked. "Oh, we helped Justin's dad chop down a tree," I told them. Then we split into teams. We did some handball practice. We did kicking practice. We did marking practice. Dad blew a whistle when he wanted us to be quiet. Brendan's too young to play. He runs around on the sidelines with his little football. He throws it up and tries to catch it. He calls out, "Catch ball!" Fishy swim and catch ball are two of Brendan's favourite things to say. Come to think of it, they are just about the only things he ever says. "Oh dear, look at the little boy," all the mums say. "Isn't he sweet? Just look at his cute little face." Even some of the girls from my grade say it. Everybody loves Brendan. I think he looks a bit silly running around with his ball and calling out, "Catch ball," all the time, but never actually catching it. "When can we have a game?" we asked the coach. "Come on, Dad," I said. "Can we have a game?" And Dad blew his whistle. "Okay, everyone, now we'll have a game." Dad picked the teams and we got into our positions. 2 dads were goal umpires. My dad was the field umpire. Everyone wanted to kick a goal. Some people even ran from the back line to kick a goal. A big boy pushed Justin over and Dad blew his whistle. "Push in the back, mate," he said to the big boy. "Free kick to Justin." "Whoa, that's not fair," said the big boy, and he fell. I didn't push him at all. He crossed his arms in a sulk. "Sorry, mate. You have to accept the umpire's decision." And Dad put a hand on his shoulder. "You might get the next free kick, you know." The big boy crossed his arms and jogged off. I felt really proud of my dad. All the kids like him. He's a good coach and a good umpire. In fact, he is the boss of all the umpires. You're not allowed to argue with the umpire, even if you're another dad. And if kids go off in a sulk, Dad just says, "Don't argue with the umpire." The umpire knows best, especially when he's also the coach. Dad does know a lot about football. He is a good, fair player. I am a good runner. I ran from one end of the oval to the other. I kicked the goal. I kicked the first goal for our team. Then the other teams kicked 6 in a row. Somehow they had ended up with all the tall players. We got all the little guys like me and Justin. I decided to discuss this with Dad later. At half time we were dead and buried. Then it started to rain. "Use your rain to your advantage," said one of the other dads. "You're smaller. Your team will play better in the rain." And we did. The big kids kept slipping over in the mud. We grabbed the ball. Justin kicked a goal. He booted it through like a soccer ball. It was spectacular. I kicked another one. I looked over and Brendan was sitting on his football, soaking wet, clapping me. We kicked 5 goals in a row, so the scores were even. Then Dad blew the whistle and it was over. "Well, at least we caught up," said Justin, as we drank our cordial and ate our oranges in the clubhouse afterwards. Chapter 3 is finished.